BuckeyeHuddle.com Southern Swing continuing here at Vero Beach. We just talked to class of 2026 Ohio State offensive line target Champ Smith. We've got another champ here. We've got Wonderful Monds, the fourth, also known as Champ. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Class of 2028 quarterback prospect. Before we dive into that, let's talk about your family legacy just for a minute, because I think it's important to kind of paint the picture here. You've got a father and a grandfather who played professional sports, right? So
yes.
Talk us through like their history and kind of what they were able to accomplish in their athletic careers.
You know, my grandpa, you know, he played in the NFL, of course. You know, it's super cool that he was able to do that. He played at the 49ers. My dad, growing up, he played football and baseball throughout high school and stuff, but ended up taking the baseball route and ended up making it to the MLB and went with the Braves. But, you know, him playing in the MLB, throwing baseball is kind of similar to throwing a football, so he was able to teach me how to play quarterback.
Yeah. So I guess what is that? I don't know if is it pressure? Is it pride? Is it a little bit of both? Like, how do you respond to that now that it's kind of your turn to have an athletic career of some kind? You've got scholarship offers, so you're going to be playing college football. You know, how do you view all that? It's got to be kind of a cool thing, though. Right?
Yeah, it's not really pressure, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm playing the game because I love it and I'm having fun while I'm doing it, but I definitely have some pride and really want to do good everywhere I go, every time I practice, every time I play. So definitely.
There's some smack talk at like Thanksgiving dinner about who can throw a ball the hardest or the furthest.
Sometimes
or
we'll joke a little bit, yeah.
You know, as far as this recruiting process, it's already taken off for you. You're a freshman. Mm-hmm. You're still technically a freshman, and at least for another couple of weeks here. But what has that been like for you? I know for you, having the professional sport background you have, that maybe some of this isn't as crazy or eye-opening as maybe it might be for anyone else, but still to have these opportunities as a freshman, what has that been like?
It's been really just a blessing, you know. God blessed me to put me in this position. You know, Coach Jay's been doing a great job of getting college coaches to see me. You know, of course, I put in a lot of work, so it's all just come full circle and really just a blessing, man.
Yeah. What are you bringing to the table, right? What are coaches seeing that it's just got them enamored?
Well, of course, I have the God-gifted ability, you know, to be fast, able to run the ball and throw the ball. But I think one of the main things is that I'm very smart. So I could read defenses, I could pick up on plays quick, everything. It just really stands out, I think, to college coaches.
Yeah. Ohio State head coach Ryan Day was down here in the winter, was apparently very impressed with what he saw. Was obviously here also for Champ Smith, but I guess how cool was that for you to have Ryan Day in the school this winter?
Oh, of course it's cool. You know, like I said, they just won the national championship, so that's super cool. Ryan Day, he's a very great guy, you know, good coach. So it's super cool to see him down at Vero Beach High School.
Did you watch the championship run at all? And, you know, any thoughts on that?
Definitely. I watched actually most of the games, and it was a great run. You know, everybody was playing good, both defense, offense, so it was really good. Yeah.
Have you paid attention to like their quarterbacks lately, or is there anyone you've watched there from the quarterback position? Or
yeah, over the years I've watched, but the main guy I watched from Ohio State was C.J. Stroud. I used to watch whenever he would play on Saturday. I would watch, and I still watch his tape to this day, even his tape at the Texans right now. So, yeah.
And then you got up to Columbus in the spring. First visit there?
Yep.
What were your impressions? Anything kind of jump out to you?
Well, it was really great. You know, Columbus is a great place, great spot. The facilities, of course, were great. All the coaches, staff members, all the players, they were super nice. I got to talk to a couple people. All of them are really humble. It was really just great, man.
When you were on the visit, like, did you get a chance to talk to, like, whether it was Coach Day or Coach Fessler, or kind of have any conversations, and how did those conversations go? I
talked to a couple of the coaches on the coaching staff, and they all went really good, you know, really good talks.
How close are you with TJ Alford?
That's my guy, man. You know, coming in last year, I thought it was gonna be kind of hard for me to like get used to the high school and all that, but him and a couple other guys like RJ, Big Champ, you know, those guys, they all really made me feel welcome. So, but TJ was one of the guys that really made me feel welcome and really made me feel like a brother to him. So that helped me play at a higher level. So,
have you had any conversations with him about his brief time at Ohio State so far? Has he given you any insight?
Not too much yet, but I've talked to him a little bit. He's really liking it, so I think it's pretty good.
Was it surreal seeing him out there, like in practice, like
when
he's doing this?
Yeah, it's crazy because I was just on the field with him in November and stuff, so definitely crazy.
We got getting into the champ thing a little bit because it's kind of funny. So you've been called champ like since you were born, just to kind of separate you, being the fourth of your name or whatever. Kind of everyone's got to have their little nicknames or whatever. And then Micah has also been called champ since birth because his middle name is Champion.
Yeah.
So how confusing can that be in the huddle sometimes or at practice when coach is yelling at champ?
Well, we've actually, kind of sorted out to where it's not as confusing anymore. They'll call me Little Champ and he's Big Champ. But sometimes coach will just, like, our lineman coach, he'll just yell champ and then we'll both look back. So that happens sometimes. But we try to keep it under control with Little Champ and Big Champ.
Coach said college coaches have come in and asked him if, like, you make it to a certain level and started getting offers if you're just called champ around here because they didn't understand the dynamic there with you and Micah. So that was a funny one for me. But with the process, like, what other schools so far, like, did you visit this spring or anything that kind of jumped out to you this spring on some other visits?
The only other two schools I visited this spring were Tennessee and UF. But, of course, they're great schools, but those are the only two other schools I visited this spring.
Gotcha. Anything you liked about those visits in particular?
Of course, meeting the coaches, getting on campus, meeting the players, all that stuff. It was really great.
Yep. Still very young, a lot of development time to occur here in the next few years. What are you working on this offseason, this spring? You guys get a great opportunity to go out there and really get after it in the spring.
The main thing I think I'm working on is really mastering Coach J's offense. He has a great offense. So I feel like if I really master it, we could really go on a state's run this year, win the state championship.
What keeps you, I guess, driven in the sense of, you've got your family history, but, like, this is your own life. Like, you can't really worry about what they've done or accomplished. You kind of have to love this yourself. I mean, do you genuinely seem to love football?
Yeah, that's
not
what
just
keeps
like
me pushing,
it's not just like, oh, my dad did this or my grandfather did this. How do you, I guess, separate those things and just continue to work hard at it?
It's really just the love for the game, like you said. I really love the game, and since I have fun doing it, I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah. So.
When or if did you have a plan in place, whether it's a time frame or something, as far as getting back to Ohio State? Is that something you're interested in doing at some point?
Of course, I'm interested in getting back up there, but right now I don't know when that'll be. Yeah. But I definitely want to get back up there.
Is there something, like, you saw practice and were able to do some things? Are there, like, the next visit, whenever that's going to be? Are there other things you want to see, or there's certain priority, whether it's like a game or some type of academic tour, whatever it might be? Are there things you need to maybe see on the second visit that you didn't see on the first one?
I definitely want to see a game, and maybe an academic tour would be good too.
Yeah. Do you have any? I know it's super crazy early. Do you have anything you'd like to major in? Is there anything that interests outside of football?
Still deciding right now.
Yeah. You got a few years. Do you have some interests outside of football though? Like, Big Champ goes fishing. You go fishing with him?
Oh yeah, I'll go fishing. Actually, I haven't got to fish with Big Champ yet, but that would be nice.
Yeah, make a YouTube video out of it.
Yeah,
that's what nice. He's big on the YouTube stuff. Yeah. So cool. Well, we appreciate your time, man. It's been good sitting down with you, talking to you. Congratulations on everything that's happened so far.
Yes,
keep your head on straight because you got a long way to go. But good luck here on your any upcoming visits you make this summer, and as you develop and get ready for your sophomore year.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.